Hi, and welcome to the Sysco Produce Training video. My name is Rich Schneller. I've been a Sysco employee for 18 years, and throughout my career I've worn a few different hats. I was on the street in sales for about 6 years. Back then we were called a marketing associate. I worked in the merchandising department for 10 years. In my most recent and current role, I'm a produce specialist here at Sysco of East Wisconsin. What does a produce specialist do? Well, just like the premium protein specialist, we can come out with you and visit your customers. We can bring samples. We can check in the coolers and the dry storage areas to find out what products we may not be getting. And we may be able to have those tough conversations with your customers that you may not want to or may not feel comfortable enough yet having. Sysco is number one among food service companies when it comes to the amount of produce quality and assurance that we take in our products. No other company has the quantity of quality assurance measures in place that Sysco does. It starts out in the fields in Salinas, California half the year and Yuma, Arizona the other half of the year, where our Sysco teammates are actually in the field where the product is being grown, checking to make sure that product is good enough to go into a Sysco case. If the product isn't good enough and doesn't meet our stringent specs to be packed in a Sysco box, you can guess where it's going to go. It goes into a competitor's box. When the product is delivered to Sysco from the fields, we have quality control team members not only checking the deliveries as they come in to make sure the cold chain hasn't been broken with an instrument called a TTR. It's a time and temperature recorder to make sure the product is still good. After the product gets put away in the slot, our quality control team members check those slots daily. We receive in produce 3 to 4 times a week, so the perishable items like the lettuces and tomatoes are guaranteed to be fresh and quality and consistent when they go out to your customer. Building relationships in your account is very important. Getting to know team members other than the main owner or the order giver will be very important to your success. A simple hello goes a long way, as roles often change in the food service industry. A bartender may become the GM the next day. A line cook may become the chef, and then they're the decision maker. If they know your name, and at least they know you're from Sysco, asking for the business when they're the boss will go a long way, at least they know who you are, will go a long way to securing the cases we already have. As a produce specialist or a premium protein specialist, we can help you gain new cases in your account. Penetration, as we call it at Sysco, is key to our success. We're going to keep our eyes open and our heads on a swivel with every area of the restaurant and your customer's account that we walk through. We want to grab every case in that account that we can. When we start to look for new cases in your customer's account, let's start in the bar area. And when we think of produce items, what do you think of? For produce items, I'm thinking of lemons, limes, and oranges for the bar. Maybe some mint for a mojito if they have that. How about supply and equipment items? The mixing glasses for sure, shot glasses, and maybe the shakers behind the bar. Paper and disposable items? The straws, the stirs, and the beverage napkins. Remember to keep your eyes open and your head on a swivel when you're looking for new cases in your account. The next area we're going to look at is the dry storage area in the back of the kitchen. What items are you thinking of when we get to the kitchen? I'm thinking film, foil, obviously spices that they're going to use here. And in the dry storage area, we're looking for produce items that don't need to be kept in the cooler. Those would be bagged onions and potatoes. Our customer here is buying a potato, and I can see exactly what they're using it for. They're using it for a baked potato because it's already wrapped. This potato here to me looks like a number 2 because of the inconsistent sizing, and then about the grading, you can see some eyes on there as well. But again, if you're not sure about what the customer's use is for the product, please ask so we make sure we're getting them the correct product. Our final stop in our customer's account about checking for new items is in the cooler. Here we're going to see exactly what your customer is purchasing. You may not feel comfortable as a newer SE asking for an invoice, but getting inside a cooler or asking to be in their dry storage area, you'll get a yes from your customer 9 out of 10 times. Here we're going to really see what they're buying and compare apples to apples. We have breads, we have cheeses, I see some tortillas up here, and then also every box should be labeled with what they have inside. Not only will we be able to check the quality from what our competitors are selling our customer, we'll be able to get the size. So we see tomatoes, we see lemons. We come back here, I can see it's green peppers. I can inspect the quality, and I can offer new ideas to our customer. Here we have some cabbage, we have carrots. I'm not seeing too many Sysco labels in this cooler, so we have a ton of opportunity to ask our customer for the produce business. As we wrap up this training video, I would like to thank Christian and his family for having us in your restaurant and doing this video. You've been a Sysco customer for a long time, Christian, 25 years at least that I know of. What makes Sysco so special to you, and why do you keep Sysco in the building?
Well, we keep Sysco because we have great quality products from them. We have great salespeople. Just everything about Sysco is just great, and have always treated us well.
Oh, good, perfect. Thank you very much. I used to be your salesperson at your other location, but then when salespeople change, when you get a new salesperson, Christian, what do you look for? What kind of qualities would you expect out of that new salesperson?
To always stop by, to talk about new products, just building, a relationship.
Good.
With them is,
relationships are key. Yes. Awesome. Good. Well, thank you again for having us too.
Oh, thank you.
Good. The final thought on this too is ask for the business when you're in your accounts. We're not mind readers. Your customer's not going to just say, hey, throw 10 cases on for tomorrow too. You've built that relationship. You've identified the products in the account. You've learned from this training video. Now go out and ask for the business. Thank you very much.